The bold and the beautiful spoilers and deep dive. Luna Nozawa's self-inflicted prison beating. What happens next? Introduction. The world of the bold and the beautiful is no stranger to dramatic twists, complex characters, and high-stakes manipulations. Among the current storylines capturing fans' attention is the tumultuous saga of Luna Nozawa, portrayed with magnetic intensity by Lisa Yamada. Her recent actions, particularly her orchestrated prison assault, have added layers of intrigue, deception, and moral ambiguity to an already explosive plot. Luna's calculated move, staging her attack to manipulate her circumstances, has roiled the show's narrative landscape. Meanwhile, Bill Spencer and Katie Logan stand firm against her, determined to protect their family and ensure the safety of Luna's unborn child. As the story unfolds, questions abound. Will Luna's manipulation succeed or backfire? Will she be released from prison prematurely? Could she lose her baby? And what does this all mean for the characters involved? In this comprehensive analysis, we will explore every aspect of Luna's latest gambit, its psychological underpinnings, the legal and emotional stakes, and the potential future directions of the storyline. Buckle up! This is a deep dive into the high-stakes world of the bold and the beautiful. The context: Luna Nozawa's turbulent journey. Who is Luna Nozawa? Luna Nozawa is a character introduced as a troubled young woman whose past is marred by criminal acts, including drugging and assaulting Will Spencer, kidnapping Steffi Forrester, and other serious offenses. Her backstory paints her as a deeply complex individual, a victim of her circumstances, yet also capable of manipulative and dangerous behaviors. Her pregnancy, which she claims is the result of her relationship with Will Spencer, is a pivotal plot point. It becomes her primary leverage in the ongoing custody battle with the Spencer family, especially Bill Spencer and Katie Logan. Her pregnancy is both a symbol of her desperation and her most potent tool in her strategic arsenal. Her motivations and mental state. Luna's motivations are driven by a mixture of genuine attachment to her unborn child, mental instability, and a streak of manipulative cunning. Her past traumas and mental health challenges often blur the lines between victimhood and villainy. She has shown herself willing to go to extreme lengths, including faking deaths, staging assaults, and orchestrating kidnappings. Her desperation to regain control over her life and her child is palpable. Her perception of her pregnancy as her ultimate bargaining chip, coupled with her willingness to manipulate the system, reveals a fragile mental state that borders on unhingedness. The latest plot twist: Luna's self-inflicted prison beating. What did Luna do? In a move that stunned viewers and characters alike, Luna orchestrated a staged assault on herself within the prison walls. She approached her cellmate with specific instructions to deliver a brutal punch to her face but avoid hitting her pregnant stomach at all costs. The goal? To produce visible facial injuries that would serve as evidence that she was in danger inside the prison. The strategic calculation. Luna's plan was carefully crafted. She believed that by convincing the authorities, and by extension Bill Spencer, that she was a victim of prison violence, she could garner sympathy and potentially secure her early release or house arrest. Her logic was simple. As a visibly injured, pregnant woman, she would evoke compassion and be deemed too vulnerable to remain incarcerated. This tactic is not new to soap operas. Manipulative characters have long staged incidents to sway legal or personal outcomes. Luna's familiarity with this playbook underscores her desperation and her willingness to cross moral boundaries in pursuit of her goals. The execution was precise. Luna's cellmate, likely coerced or motivated by Luna's promises or threats, delivered the planned assault. Luna then displayed her injuries to the guards, asserting that she had suffered an attack and was in danger. Her facial bruises and swelling were intended to serve as proof of her vulnerability. The immediate response. Initially, Luna's claims appeared convincing to some, and she hoped her ploy would result in compassionate treatment. However, Bill Spencer, who has a long history with Luna and her manipulative tactics, quickly saw through her deception. His keen instinct and familiarity with Luna's past schemes enabled him to recognize the signs of fabrication. Bill Spencer's response. Seeing through Luna's deception. Bill's past with Luna. Bill Spencer's history with Luna is fraught with regret, guilt, and heartbreak. He previously believed her victimhood, only to discover her manipulations and lies, which culminated in devastating consequences for his son Will. His past mistakes, believing Luna's victim act and helping her secure an early release, haunt him to this day. The revelation. In the upcoming episodes, Bill will confront his family and make a pivotal declaration. He believes Luna staged the assault intentionally. According to spoilers, Bill will explicitly say, "Luna did this on purpose." This is a major turning point for his character, reflecting growth and increased resolve to protect his family from Luna's manipulative tactics. The character's evolution. Bill's evolution from a man who once fell for Luna's victim act to a vigilant protector underscores a key theme: the importance of learning from past mistakes. His trauma, rooted in a difficult childhood and his previous heartbreak, has hardened him against Luna's manipulations. He is now more cautious, more strategic, and unwavering in his resolve to keep Luna incarcerated and away from his family. The tactical alliance. Katie's support. Katie Logan remains a staunch ally to Bill. Her commitment to protecting Will and the unborn child aligns with Bill's. Their partnership isn't romantic, but strategic, emphasizing their shared goal: to keep Luna away from Luna's child and to prevent her from manipulating the legal system again. The legal and emotional stakes. What's next? Will Luna be released from prison? The legal system's response to Luna's staged assault could go several ways. Given her visible injuries and pregnant status, a judge might be sympathetic and grant her compassionate release, possibly under house arrest. This scenario is a classic soap opera move designed to keep the antagonist close to the protagonists, heightening the drama. Possibility of house arrest at the Spencer estate. The most dramatic potential outcome involves Luna being placed under house arrest at the Spencer estate, an environment rife with tension. This scenario would lead to constant surveillance, psychological warfare, and ongoing conflicts. Bill and Katie would be tasked with monitoring Luna, who, given her manipulative nature, might attempt further schemes. Will's presence in the house, especially as he grapples with the trauma inflicted by Luna, would intensify the emotional stakes. Could Luna lose custody of the baby? A significant plot point revolves around Luna's custody of her unborn child. Given her violent history and the staged assault, many fans and spoiler communities speculate that she could ultimately lose the baby altogether. The possibility of a miscarriage. A common storyline device in soap operas involves the loss of a pregnancy through miscarriage, especially when the pregnancy is intertwined with manipulation, trauma, and violence. Many fans believe that Luna's storyline could culminate in her losing the baby, either due to a miscarriage or legal intervention. This outcome would serve multiple narrative purposes: resetting the custody battle. Removing the pregnancy as a lever simplifies future conflicts. Amplifying emotional stakes. The loss would create a dramatic, emotional turning point, fueling Luna's descent into vengeance. Shifting character dynamics. It would transform Luna from a manipulative victim to a vengeful antagonist seeking retribution. What if Luna keeps the baby? Alternatively, if Luna retains custody, her character's trajectory would become even darker. She would be emboldened by her perceived victory, likely escalating her manipulations and possibly resorting to more dangerous schemes. The psychological portrait of Luna Nozawa. Her manipulative genius. Luna's ability to orchestrate her assault demonstrates a high level of cunning and desperation. She's willing to risk her reputation, her safety, and her freedom to secure her future. Her previous success with similar tactics shows a pattern of strategic thinking, albeit morally questionable. Her fragile mental state. Despite her manipulative prowess, Luna's actions reveal a fragile mental state. She's driven by a mix of love, fear, and a desperate need for control. Her willingness to stage violence against herself indicates a profound instability, which could worsen if she perceives her plans are failing. Her future trajectory, exposing Luna's manipulations and facing legal repercussions, could further deteriorate her mental health. The potential loss of her pregnancy or her imprisonment could push her into full-blown villainy or even a mental breakdown. Future plot predictions, legal battles, and courtroom drama. The immediate next step involves a courtroom showdown. The legal system will scrutinize Luna's injuries, her story, and her mental state. Given her history and the staged assault, a judge might question her credibility, potentially denying her compassionate release. House arrest and psychological warfare. If Luna is released under house arrest, the tension will skyrocket. Constant surveillance, her attempts to manipulate those around her, and Will's emotional trauma will fuel ongoing storylines. Expect Luna to devise more schemes, perhaps trying to influence Will, Elektra, or other characters. Luna's mental health and possible breakdown. As her manipulations unravel or her plans backfire, Luna's mental health might deteriorate further. This could lead to dangerous confrontations, violence, or even her institutionalization. The fate of the baby. The most emotionally charged question remains. Will Luna keep her child? The storyline could take multiple paths. A loss through miscarriage or legal removal, resetting the storyline and intensifying Luna's vengeful motives. Retention of custody, leading to a prolonged custody battle filled with manipulation, legal battles, and emotional trauma. Unforeseen twists. The show could introduce new characters or plot twists to complicate the custody scenario further. The long-term impact. Luna's storyline provides fertile ground for exploring themes of mental health, manipulation, and redemption or vengeance. Her actions might lead to her ultimate downfall, or she could emerge more dangerous than ever, depending on how the writers choose to develop her character. Thematic analysis, manipulation, power, and family. Manipulation as a central theme. Luna's staged assault exemplifies her mastery of manipulation. Her willingness to deceive, fake injuries, and exploit her pregnancy highlights a character driven by desperation and cunning. Her tactics reflect a broader theme in soap operas, the dangerous allure of victimhood and the lengths characters will go to secure power or sympathy. Power dynamics. The power struggle between Luna and the Spencer family underscores the broader theme of control. Luna seeks to manipulate circumstances to her advantage, while Bill and Katie fight to assert their authority and protect their family. This tension encapsulates the ongoing battle between manipulation and integrity. The conflict lies between the values of family and trust. The storyline also explores the fragility of family bonds. Luna's actions threaten to tear apart the Spencer family, testing their trust and resilience. Will's trauma and Bill's protective instincts highlight the emotional core of the series, the importance of family bonds in overcoming adversity. Conclusion. Luna Nozawa's latest move, staging her prison assault, is a high-stakes gamble that underscores her desperation, cunning, and mental fragility. While Bill Spencer and Katie Logan remain vigilant and resolute in their efforts to protect their family and unborn child, the legal and emotional fallout from her actions promises to deliver weeks, if not months, of compelling soap opera drama. As the storyline progresses, viewers can expect intense courtroom battles, potential house arrest scenarios, and possibly devastating outcomes such as the loss of Luna's pregnancy. Her manipulative tactics serve as a clear illustration of how far characters will go in pursuit of their goals, and how those actions can spiral into chaos. The saga of Luna Nozawa is far from over. Whether she ultimately succeeds or is undone by her schemes, one thing is certain. Her story will continue to be a gripping, emotionally charged roller coaster that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. B&B's loony Luna Nozawa had her cellmate beat her up again, just not the stomach. This girl is shameless. Luna Nozawa's prison scheme is peak manipulation. Luna Nozawa on The Bold and the Beautiful just asked her cellmate to beat her up again, specifying, just not the stomach because she's pregnant. This isn't the first time Luna's had her cellmate assault her for sympathy points. Bill Spencer just told Luna she's rotting in prison forever. So Luna's creating evidence of abuse to manipulate her way out. This girl murdered 2 people, raped Will Spencer, and now she's faking prison abuse while pregnant. Luna's lack of shame has no boundaries. I need you to do it again, Luna's repeating her scheme. Let's discuss the most shameless moment on The Bold and the Beautiful yesterday. Luna and Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, asking her cellmate to beat her up. After Bill Spencer, Don Diamant, left the prison, Luna's cellmate snickered that her sugar daddy hadn't come to rescue her this time. And that's when Luna dropped the bombshell request. Luna told her cellmate, I need you to do it again. Again, as in this is not the first time. Luna has already had her cellmate beat her up before. This is a repeat performance, and the cellmate was only too happy to oblige. What kind of arrangement do these 2 have? Just not the stomach. Luna is protecting her meal ticket. But here's where Luna's scheme gets even more calculated. She hastened to add, just not the stomach. Why? Because Luna is pregnant with Will Spencer's baby. She needs to protect the baby because it is her only leverage. Luna is literally orchestrating her beatings while making sure her unborn child, the one she conceived by getting Will drunk and raping him, stays safe. The audacity, the calculation. This woman exudes complete shamelessness. Bill has just crushed Luna's hope. So she is now creating a plan B. Let's understand why Luna is doing this now. Bill Spencer just visited Luna in prison and destroyed any hope she had of getting out. Bill made it clear to Luna that her pregnancy does not form a bond with his family. He's taking the baby the second it's born. Bill even said, the biggest mistake of my life was seeing any glimmer of redemption in you. I should have left you in here to rot. And Bill promised to use his influence to ensure Luna never stops pressing license plates. She's in prison for life. So what does Luna do? She immediately starts creating evidence of prison abuse. If Luna shows up with bruises and injuries, she can claim she's being abused in prison. She can portray herself as the victim. She can manipulate people into feeling sorry for her again. Luna's track record of manipulation. Let's remember who Luna really is. Luna murdered Hollis and Tom. Luna tried to kill Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Luna got Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, drunk and raped him, resulting in this pregnancy. And now Luna's adding orchestrating fake prison abuse to her list of crimes. Luna convinced Bill she was a poor, innocent girl with a difficult upbringing, and he bought it. He got her out of prison the first time. Now Bill sees through her, so Luna's creating a new manipulation. She's going to show up with bruises and claim she's being abused. She'll play the pregnant victim. She'll manipulate people into thinking she needs protection. This is not Luna's first time, the cellmate said again. What's most disturbing about this situation? This isn't Luna's first time having her cellmate beat her up. When Luna said, I need you to do it again, that means they've done this before. Luna has already been orchestrating fake beatings. Was the first beating to gain sympathy from Bill? Was it to create evidence for a future appeal? How many times has Luna done this? And the cellmate is happy to do it. What is Luna offering her in exchange? Money from the Spencer fortune? Promises of help when she gets out? Luna is running a whole operation from inside prison. Luna is playing the long game. Here's what Luna's thinking. If she shows up covered in bruises at her next visitor meeting or court appearance, people will feel sorry for her. She can claim she's being targeted because she's pregnant. She can say she needs protective custody or house arrest for the baby's safety. She can manipulate her way into a better situation. Luna thinks if she looks beaten and vulnerable, someone will rescue her. Maybe not Bill anymore, but someone else. A judge, a social worker, someone. And by specifying just not the stomach, Luna's protecting her leverage. That baby is the only card she has left to play. Our verdict. Luna is shameless and irredeemable. Luna Nozawa orchestrating her own beatings, while pregnant, is the most shameless thing we've seen in a while. This girl murdered people. She raped Will. And now she's creating fake evidence of abuse to manipulate her way out of consequences. The fact that this is not the first time makes it even worse. Luna's been running this scheme for a while, and telling her cellmate, just not the stomach, shows how calculated she is. She's protecting her meal ticket while creating sympathy. Bill was correct when he stated that he should have abandoned her to rot. Steffi was right to tell her she's staying in prison forever. Luna Nozawa is shameless, manipulative, and irredeemable. And now she's got bruises to prove it. Bruises she asked for. Feel free to share any video requests in the comments. I'll try to make a video about it. Stay connected with the Glammed Rebel for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Stay safe and healthy. May God keep you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.